Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School Basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10sports.com. Chris Rossetti here alongside Jess Quinn. The regular season game of the year in District 9 girls basketball we have on tap for you right now. 16-1 Redbank Valley, the defending District 9 Class 3A champions in 2A this year, against Otto-Eldred, the Lady Terrors, with a record of 15 wins and 1 loss. The runners-up in District 9 single A a year ago went to the single A quarterfinals, and easily 2 of the top teams in District 9, Jess Quinn.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, you look at the top scorers in District 9 girls basketball. We have 3 of them here, Chris. You're looking at Sheeler from Otto-Eldred, 22 points a game. You're looking at Miley Harmon, 21.6. Olivia Huffman, 17.8. I tell you what, this should be a very, very good offensive basketball game today.
There's no question about that. And just to remind people, our game brought to you by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and you stay for the view. Takeout, always available. And now on Sundays, that would be tomorrow, Jess.
All right.
They do buffet.
The buffet
starts at 9 a.m. with breakfast. At 11 a.m., it's brunch. Who doesn't like brunch?
Gotta love it.
And then at 1 p.m., it starts dinner. So,
I tell you what do you do, Chris? You come for the food.
And you stay for the view.
Stay for the view. That's exactly right.
The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. We are inside the Freedom Investment Management pregame show. For all your financial needs, go to freedomwealthcoach.com. This is the Rehab Center broadcast booth. Chiropractors caring for health. TheRehabCenters.com. 8 locations to serve you, including in Katanning and Clarion and Brookville. And don't forget, the Rehab Center, owned in part by a North Tier legend, Isaac Grilly from Port Allegheny High School. My drive to the game today brought to you by the Warren Tire Center, warrentirecenter.com. We're going to have a little bit of an extended pregame here today as we want to make sure that we give this game all that it deserves to get. But we are going to step aside here momentarily to thank some of our sponsors. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Buying or selling a home? Since 1988, Pat Merwin Realty in New Bethlehem has been firmly and sincerely committed to providing our customers with a pleasant and satisfying experience. Our firm belief is that a buyer or seller of a home should never be in the dark. Therefore, we will take it upon ourselves to ease that frustration that can go with buying or selling a home. Our goal is to showcase our customers. Serving Clarion and Armstrong Counties, Pat Merwin Realty can be found online at merwinrealty.com or call us today at 814-275-2497. Remember, at Pat Merwin Realty, the key to your home is our integrity. At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers.
Just like your team builds upon its success, Closest Lumber Company with locations in Olean, New York and Rowlett, Pennsylvania can help you build the home of your dreams. Closest Lumber, proudly celebrating its 50th anniversary, has everything you need to build and remodel your home, including building materials and supplies, lawn and garden accessories, and more. Stop into one of our locations to get some inspiration and work out the details of your next project. They also have an online showroom you can visit anytime at closeslumber.com. Closest Lumber, your hometown home improvement center since 1973.
Are you looking for a great place in the Northern Tier to get custom signage, lettering, digital printing, graphics, vehicle wraps, or direct-to-garment apparel printing and embroidery? Then look no further than Cousins Designs in Duke Center, PA. At Cousins Designs, your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Find out more about Cousins Designs by calling them today at 814-966-3000. That's Cousins Designs in Duke Center at 814-966-3000. Are you looking for a loving, caring place to take care of your kids while you're at work? Broad Street Kids Incorporated in the heart of downtown New Bethlehem is a great place for you. At Broad Street Kids, they watch after kids from newborn to 3rd grade with everything from daily daycare 5 days a week to after-school programs. Broad Street Kids is currently offering open enrollment and is also enrolling for their summer program now. Call Broad Street Kids today at 814-457-5164 and like them on Facebook. That's Broad Street Kids in New Bethlehem.
Back here at Redbank Valley High School, getting ready for this showdown between Otto-Eldred and Redbank Valley. Chris Rossetti alongside Jess Quinn, and let's take a deeper look into these two teams, Jess. Otto-Eldred comes into the game averaging 53.6 points a game, allowing 27. Redbank Valley, 62.1 points a game average, allows 23.9. The Terrors have won 8 games by 30 or more points. Redbank Valley has won 13 games by 30 or more points. The Bulldogs come in having won 9 in a row. The Terrors have won 8 in a row. Both of them, their only losses came to non-District 9 teams over the Christmas holiday. Redbank Valley, they lost 45-40 to Our Lady of Sacred Heart on December 27th at the West Penn Cal Holiday Hoop Fest. Olsh is 12-4 on the season. They were the WPIL runners-up last year. Otto-Eldred's lone loss came on December 30th at the Joe DeCarbo IAABO Showcase at Allegheny Limestone to Randolph, New York, 52-43. Randolph 9-4 on the year. Both of these teams coming off of big wins on Thursday nights. Cameron County is who Otto-Eldred defeated 67-24. Katie Sheeler had 24, Brooke Close had 12. Redbank Valley coming off of a 62-29 win over Clarion Limestone. Olivia Huffman, 21 points. Miley Harmon, 17. Kaylin Rierick, 13. It's like they're carbon copies of each other, Jess Quinn.
It really is, Chris. And I'm reading these stats, and look at their only losses on the year. They're by single digits to very, very good basketball teams, very good basketball programs. So you're looking at both of these teams. Both these teams can run the floor. Both these teams can put up a lot of points. What I'm eager to see is which team defensively is going to step up and try to slow down the other's leading scorers.
You talked about those leading scorers in the opening. Katie Sheeler comes in. She's the reigning D9 and 10 Sports.com YDL Sports Network District 9 Player of the Year. She's averaging a mere 22 points a game. She's scored 20 or more points in 6 straight games. In her last 6 games, she's averaging 25.7 points a game. 12 times this season, she's gone over 20 points.
I tell you what, looking at what type of player she is, not only being the reigning MVP from last year, but also, looking the way that she distributes the ball and gets other people active in the scoring, not only scoring, but she's the type of player, Chris, that lifts the other players around her when she's on the basketball court.
And some of those other players, don't sleep on Anna Mary. Sharpshooter from outside was a big reason Otto-Eldred went to the quarterfinals in the PIAA tournament last year. This year she comes in averaging 9.4 points a game. Brooke Close kind of misdoing everything. She'll score the ball for you at 6.4 points a game. She'll also play great defense. She'll also distribute the basketball.
Chris, we did the game last night, Keystone Boys, and we looked at one of the players that we were going to have be the Allegheny Grill player of the game was Aiden Sell. He didn't score a lot of points, but he was on every rebound. He was stealing the ball. He had so many assists. He did all the little things that he needed to do to make his team successful. And if you look, Anna Mary, Brooke Close, you cannot sleep on. You can't come out and play a box and one against these Terrors, or those two young ladies will beat you.
Well, third one, it's going to be just Bree Heller, the inside presence for Otto-Eldred at 5.3 points a game. Also, one of the top rebounders in the North Tier League. She's going to go after you. She's going to get those boards inside. She's going to get those tough boards inside. On the other side, a team that can put the ball in the net as well. We talk about the sophomore Miley Harmon. She was the Rookie of the Year on the website last year. Averages 21.6 points a game. Her and Sheeler were actually tied for the lead in the district going into Thursday night's game. Sheeler's taken a little bit of a lead. Don't think that rivalry isn't going to motivate both of them a little bit tonight.
Oh, you think so? And I tell you what, that's why when you had asked me about doing this game on Saturday, and I was like, absolutely. I love to see good competition, Chris. I love to see you got the 2 top players in girls District 9, actually the 3, you put in Olivia Huffman, and I want to see how they react to each other. Do they go after it? Is it like a heated competition? And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I just mean like you're on the court and you're going to do whatever you can to help your team win, and it's going to be really, really exciting to see.
Harmon has scored 20 or more points this year 9 times, Jess. 30 or more 3 times. She's got a compliment there. It's her yin to the yang. And Olivia Hoffman, she's reached 20 points 5 times this year. She's averaging 17.8 points a game. She's merely the 3rd leading scorer in District 9. The 2 of them, the chemistry that they've developed in 2 years is unbelievable. Huffman will get the rebound. She'll look immediately to throw a baseball pass to a breaking Harmon. Redbank Valley's going to want to run.
I really think that's their key to their success. The other person that Olivia Huffman looks for with that rebound is Rarick. If she can't get it to Harmon down the floor, she gets it to Rarick. Rarick takes off, draws a defense, and then gets it to Harmon and puts it in. But I think you're exactly right. Key to the game for Redbank Valley, get that rebound and run.
Yeah, Kaylin Rarick, another senior along with Olivia Huffman. She averages almost 7 points a game. This is a player who a couple years ago was asked to be a scorer for Redbank. She's had to adjust since Miley Harmon came in and became that leading scorer. She's had to kind of take that role where, maybe step back from the glory of scoring a lot of points, but she's still a really integral part of this basketball team.
Well, just like you said about you can't sleep on Anna Mary or Brooke Close for Otto-Eldred, you cannot sleep on Kaylin Rarick. Chris, when I was coaching down here, I think she had 8 or 9 threes in the game against us down here, and she just couldn't miss. Okay, she was out. But you're right, she is asked to take on a little different role. But look how she's handled that. What a great young lady to be able to say, Coach, I'm going to do what I can do to make my team successful. If that is stepping back a little bit from the scoring, that's exactly what she's done. She can score if she's asked to, but right now she doesn't have to. So I really look at, a team in going into the playoffs. If you try to shut down Olivia Huffman and Harmon, Rarick is going to be there to lift her team. I can guarantee you that.
No question. Hey, we're going to be back after these messages. You're watching high school basketball on the D9 and 10 Sports.com, the YDL Sports Network.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9 and 10 Sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Back here at Redbank Valley High School, getting ready for the showdown between Otto-Eldred and Redbank Valley girls basketball. Jess, it's a Saturday. It's just 10 minutes after 1 o'clock. This gym is packed.
It is packed.
For girls basketball, it's great to see. Is it just me? Am I hyping this up too much? Or?
I don't think you are. When I pulled it into the parking lot, Chris, I think I had to park 2 miles up, take a canoe down Redbank Creek to get here because there was no place to park. I was way out, but I walk in the gym and it's you can feel that playoff atmosphere. It's electric right now.
Taking a look at the two coaches, brought to you by Oil Country Crates. Oil Country Crates, your protection, your products, our protection. OilCountryCrates.com. Sean Gray, again, newer coach at Otto-Eldred, has done a phenomenal job. Obviously, it helps when you have a talented group like he does, but good basketball mind, and showed that last year in that run deep into the state playoffs.
He's done an outstanding job. You look at those northern tier schools. We don't know a whole lot about them.
I do.
Yeah. And then, but he shows.
Sorry, Jess.
Well, no. He shows up there, and he does have a talented team. But boy, is he getting the most out of them, making that deep run last year, using that experience this year to come out. What are they? 15-1 right now, right?
It's an historical run for Otto-Eldred girls basketball. They
Sure.
won their first NTL title since 79 last year. Well on their way to another championship in that league this year. They've got a big win over Elk County Catholic, 36-32 earlier in the season. That really was their other high watermark game, test game. Elk was the team that beat them in the District 9 championship game a year ago, and a lot of people believe that those two teams are on a collision course again this year. Chris Edmonds has come in at Redbank and really put his stamp on this program, wants to run, wants to go fast, and that's exactly what they do.
It is exactly what they do, and he's been here for a little while now, and he really does a nice job, and his girls buy into that kind of system, if you will.
Time for our national anthem. Jess is going to try to get you the flag, but... Jess, another sign that it's a big game on a Saturday. I see Ryan Kunzelman from the Oil City Derrick here. When the paper shows up when they don't have a paper on Sunday for a Saturday game,
it's a big one.
It's a big one.
Well, getting back to what I was saying, looking at what Coach Edmonds has done and the girls buying into his system, and, they have such athletes, they can do it all. They have a big inside game. They can get that ball out and run. So that's what we're looking at today, Chris. Going to be a very, very exciting game. I really think, I'm hoping we're in for like a track meet.
So as we look here, getting ready for our starting lineups. Starting lineups for the home team. The Redbank Valley Bulldogs will be brought to you by Pat Merwin Realty. Pat Merwin Realty, you will always find a home when you use Pat Merwin Realty in New Bethlehem since 1988. Pat Merwin Realty has been firmly and sincerely committed to providing its customers with a pleasant and satisfying experience. Online at merwinrealty.com. Remember, at Pat Merwin Realty, the key to your home is our integrity. So getting ready for those starting lineups. It'll start with the visiting team, the Otto-Eldred Lady Terrors, again under the direction of Sean Gray with a record of 15 wins and 1 loss. Carrie Drummond, the sophomore. Boy, did she have a big game in the second round of the state playoffs last year.
She really did, and she's a young player too.
Anna Mary. Brooke Close. Brooke's mom, Barb, used to coach the Otto-Eldred girls.
Oh, really? And basketball in her blood.
Before mentioned Katie Sheeler and Bree Heller. Those are your starting lineups for Otto-Eldred, now for Redbank Valley. Miley Harmon, the sophomore. Brooklyn Edmonds, speaking of a coach's kid, Chris Edmonds' daughter.
There's his daughter right there. Boy, she's got a lot of basketball knowledge herself.
Alyssa Bowser, who provides a nice inside threat for Redbank Valley. Kaylin Rearick. And of course, the newly minted 1,000-point scorer for Redbank Valley, Olivia Hoffman. So again, those Pat Merwin Realty lineups for Otto-Eldred, Anna Mary, Brooke Close, Katie Sheeler, Carrie Drummond, and Bree Heller. And for Redbank, it's Kaylin Rearick, Alyssa Bowser, Miley Harmon, Olivia Hoffman, and Brooklyn Edmonds. Any final thoughts before we head to the tip-off here, Jess?
My final thought, Chris, is, really, when I was a coach, I was always, defensive minded. So I want to see what each, I'm really curious as to see, what Redbank's going to do, to try to slow Otto-Eldred down. Same thing on the other side. What is Otto-Eldred going to do to try to slow this very, very talented Redbank Valley girls basketball team down?
First quarter is going to be brought to you by Home & Specialty Roofing. Home & Specialty Roofing in Oil City. Call today for an estimate, 814-676-8024. That's Home & Specialty Roofing. So it'll be Heller against Huffman on the tip, and it is won by Redbank Valley. Miley Harmon with the basketball. Harmon dishes it to Rearick. There's a three-pointer by Rearick. Off the mark, rebounded though by Brooklyn Edmonds on the weak side. She'll give it to Huffman, now back to Harmon. Tries to go inside to Huffman, and Redbank, that was Heller to Sheeler. Sheeler is going to get fouled by Huffman, and she's going to go to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
And that's what Redbank can't afford, early fouls. It doesn't matter if it's Huffman. It doesn't matter if it is Alyssa Bowser. They can't get into early foul trouble with this Otto-Eldred team.
Sheila, though, an uncharacteristic miss from the line, and she did run that closest lumber fast break well, but
she did, absolutely. She was up the floor in a hurry.
There's the second one. It is up, and that one is good, and Otto-Eldred with the early 1-0 lead. Rearick, jumper from about 15 feet. That's a little too strong. There's Sheeler. She wants to run right away. She's going to attack Harmon, and then she's going to pull it back. Harmon all over her. That's the matchup we're looking for. Now it's Brooke Close. Close. Now it's inside to Heller. Back out to Sheeler. Sheeler, deep three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded, though, by Bree Heller. She gets it to Anna Mary. Mary shot no good. Rebounded by Bowser. Here comes Redbank. They're going to run right with them. Harmon, great move. Harmon all the way to the rack, no good. Rebound was tipped out by Heller.
And they decide right now to slow it down. You're getting it, I think those are early nerves, Chris, wanting to get out and run. Now they're going to just slow it down a little bit. And it looks like Redbank's in a 2-3 zone.
Sheeler, long three-pointer, no good as it rolls up and over the basket.
I tell you what, right now, I think that's a very, very good defense that Redbank can run. But if Sheeler starts getting hot, they're going to have to come out and go man, Chris.
Sheeler guarding Harmon. She gets it over to Edmonds. Now to Huffman, now into the corner to Rearick. Rearick drives baseline, picked up there. Inside to Huffman. Huffman with a nice move up and over for the basket.
And I think that's what Redbank Valley's going to need to do. Work it into Huffman. Really have to have Otto-Eldred pack the paint, and then it'll open up the outside.
Sheeler floater, no good. Rebounded by Edmonds, and then Sheeler got a hand on it and knocks it off of Edmonds out of bounds.
Very, very active hands Sheeler has. She's all over the court, not offensively, but defensively as well.
Brooke Close, just realizing it's her team's basketball, rushes down the court.
She was trying to prevent that fast break.
Tries to get it into Sheeler, and then Huffman with the active hands.
I really like this defense right now for Redbank Valley. They're athletic. Look at Harmon.
Harmon attacking. Harmon, off-balance shot, probably forced that one. Sheeler with the rebound.
Yeah, I think she's regretting that shot. Bring it out, run the offense.
Sheeler to Close. Close skips it over to Mary. Mary will hand it back off to Brooke Close, who now goes to Katie Sheeler. Inside to Heller. Heller skips it out to Mary. Mary, three-pointer on the way. That's a Hamlin bank three. You can bank that one home.
What a shot. Again, Rearick looking inside to Huffman. I think that's going to be key for Redbank right now.
So Redbank will go to Addie Bond, and now they take, so Bond coming in for the first time. Addie Bond, a freshman who probably would start for most teams. She's going to take the Hamlin Bank three. She airballs it, and it's going to go out of bounds. It will be Otto-Eldred basketball.
She would start for most of the teams in the KSAC, Chris. In D9, I think. We would just watched her play an outstanding JV game. She's a very, very talented young player.
Sheeler gives it off to Close. Close goes back to Sheeler. Sheeler works on Harmon, then picked up by Rearick in a double team, but then dribbles through it. And then tries a pass, and Bond knocks it to Harmon, and Harmon up and in.
Incredibly aggressive on top. Oh, Harmon with the steal, Chris. Harmon with the steal. She stole the inbounds pass. She is so incredibly quick and then got fouled trying to lay the ball in.
She'll go to the Tennessee Butter Supply free throw line to shoot a pair. Foul is on Carrie Drummond, her first, team's first. Shot is up, no good. She'll get a second one, trying to build this into a lead. Is coming in for Otto-Eldred is Kate Reinhardt. Brooklyn Edmonds back in for Redbank, I think.
And Isabel Bond? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and Izzy Bond is in there, too. Okay. She missed both of the free throws, but they were able to get the offensive rebound. Now Huffman, tough shot, no good. Rebounded by Reinhardt. So Redbank goes small, and Otto counters by going big.
Well, I tell you what, Chris, when they had their 2-3 and they moved Rearick down.
Sheeler three-pointer, no good. Rebound over to the side, going to go out of bounds.
And moved Rearick down to the bottom, and that left, who was it on top? It was Addison Bond, and you looked at, Miley Harmon on top. Just an incredibly quick defense that is for them.
Bond with the basketball. Bond into Huffman. Huffman over to Edmonds. Edmonds drives the baseline. Edmonds up and in.
She drove the baseline nicely, Chris. Gave up a really, really nice layup. Nice pass from Olivia Huffman.
Now Brooke Close has it knocked loose. Throws it. That could be over and back. No, they're going to say it was tipped. Here's Sheeler. Sheeler gives it off to Ryan. A block shot by Izzy Bond.
And that's what I'm talking about. Just the athleticism of this Redbank Valley team. They really have gone, almost a different lineup here. Some starters on the bench, and you don't miss a beat, Chris.
Sheeler with the basketball. Sheeler will dribble it. Picks up her dribble, goes over to Reinhardt, inside to Drummond. Now it's into the hands of Sheeler. Sheeler works around a couple plays. Oh, great pass to Heller, who's going to get fouled. That's on Huffman. That's going to be 2 on her.
I think that's her second, Chris, in the first quarter. She may have to come and have a seat. It is.
Yeah, that's the second now on Olivia Huffman. Something to definitely keep an eye on here. The Tennessee Butter Supply free throw line is Bree Heller, and she knocks that first one in. And now Bonanno comes in to replace Huffman, who has to take a seat. And
I'll tell you what, Chris, she was sitting at the scores table. I was wondering if they were going to get Huffman a break before that foul even happened. You know what I mean?
well, her second shot is also good.
And we're all tied at 6.
Harmon with the basketball. Harmon drives. What a pass to Edmonds. Now back to Harmon. Make sure she's behind the line. Shoots the three. No good. Rebounded though by Izzy Bond. And then she throws it away. No, she doesn't. Oh my goodness. What a save by Miley Harmon.
Miley Harmon is all over this basketball court, Chris.
Harmon will give it to Bond, who will set things up. Sheeler checking back in now for Otto. She's not on the court right now for the Terrors. Inside, and now we're going to get a foul on Redbank, and that's going to be 2 shots for who else? Miley Harmon.
She's doing it all right now, Chris. She is all over the floor, offensively, defensively. What an asset to have for Coach Chris Edmonds.
That foul was on Heller, her first. So now at the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line, and making that one is Harmon.
Rurick checks back in.
And Sheeler now back in for Otto-Eldred. Second shot up by Harmon. Second shot is also good. Lady Bulldogs by 2. Sheeler looking for somebody, finally finds Drummond. Drummond back to Sheeler, tries to go inside, and the ball was tipped. Did you see who got that, Jess?
That ball was tipped by number 23. Who was that? Izzy Bond, yes.
Inside to, outside to Sheeler. Sheeler looks it around.
Just look at the athleticism, the aggressiveness, Chris.
Three-pointer by Mary, up and no good, rebounded by Bond.
I'm telling you, it doesn't
Harmon
matter.
all the way to the rock.
All the way. Olivia Huffman, your second leading scorer on your team, is on the bench, and it doesn't matter.
It was a Framarelli driving layup for Miley Harmon.
Just so talented this Redbank team is. The depth, the talent, the speed, the strength.
Three-pointer on the way by Mary, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Harmon. She wants to run. She's got Bond. Oh my goodness, what a pass to Bond. Ends up back in the hands of Harmon. Harmon off balance jumper, good.
Boy, and you had Kaylin Rurick sitting on the outside. They were ready. She was ready for a three-point shot, but Harmon took it to the lane.
Sean Gray, seen enough. He's going to call time. We'll take it with him. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Buying or selling a home? Since 1988, Pat Merwin Realty in New Bethlehem has been firmly and sincerely committed to providing our customers with a pleasant and satisfying experience. Our firm belief is that a buyer or seller of a home should never be in the dark. Therefore, we will take it upon ourselves to ease that frustration that can go with buying or selling a home. Our goal is to showcase our customers. Serving Clarion and Armstrong counties, Pat Merwin Realty can be found online at merwinrealty.com or call us today at 814-275-2497. Remember, at Pat Merwin Realty, the key to your home is our integrity.
Back here after that timeout. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout for Otto-Eldred as they trail 12-6. 6-0 run here for Redbank Valley. As Quinn White now into the game for the Lady Bulldogs. They just keep, they come in waves.
They really do, Chris. And look how aggressive and active this 2-3 zone is. It's not, they don't sit back in it. Look, here we go.
But not on a steal. Harmon wants to run. She's got numbers. She dishes it at the last second, and it goes off of Otto, I do believe. Yes, so it'll be Redbank Valley basketball. 56.4 to play here in the Home and Specialty Realty first quarter. Here's Harmon with the basketball. Harmon through a lot of traffic, threw it up. No good. Rebounded by Sheeler. She wants to run the other way. Sheeler's got a player in Drummond. Didn't see her. Pulls it back out. And now we're going to get a
kick
on Harmon. And now Bond is going to replace Harmon with 42.4 to play.
Redbank doing a nice job keeping all of their girls fresh legs in the game.
Bowser now checks back in for the Bulldogs. Sheeler with the basketball for Otto. Gives it over to Close. Close inside to Mary. Mary back out to Heller. Now back over to Close. Redbank being very active with that zone right now. Here's Sheeler. Sheeler to Drummond. Back to Sheeler. Otto struggling mightily with that active zone.
They really are, Chris. They cannot penetrate. Redbank is just way too quick right now, sitting in this zone, but they're not sitting back. They're just incredibly active. There's the throwaway right there.
10.2 seconds to play here in quarter number one. Folks, the clock on our screen maybe not be quite synced up with the clock, so just use it as a guide. Here's Addie Bond to Izzy Bond. Inside for Bowser. Broken up, but then back to Addie Bond. Oh, she almost hit it, Jess.
That, I tell you, Chris, they're just so active. They're all over the place. Hands here, there, getting tips.
We're going to step aside here, 12-6 at the end of one.
At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers.
Just like your team builds upon its success, Closest Lumber Company with locations in Olean, New York and Rowlett, Pennsylvania can help you build the home of your dreams. Closest Lumber, proudly celebrating its 50th anniversary, has everything you need to build and remodel your home, including building materials and supplies, lawn and garden accessories, and more. Stop into one of our locations to get some inspiration and work out the details of your next project. They also have an online showroom you can visit anytime at closeslumber.com. Closest Lumber, your hometown home improvement center since 1973.
Back here at Redbank Valley High School, getting ready for the second quarter. On the Pizza Hut possession arrow will be Otto-Eldred basketball.
I tell you what, Chris, it's exactly what Redbank wanted to do coming into the first half. Run, play great defense, and get out and score quickly.
Sheeler, three-pointer, in and out. Rebound, tracked down, though, by Heller. Gets it to Sheeler. Sheeler over to Heller, now to Close. I'm sorry, that's Mary, not Close. Mary gets it back to Sheeler. Second quarter brought to you by Hunter Station, as we're going to get a foul here, I think, on Addie Bond.
It was on Addie.
You know what would make a great Valentine's Day gift, Jess?
What's that?
Season pass at Hunter Station Golf Club, just south of Tynesta, hunterstation.com.
Beautiful course.
So it's Close, Sheeler, Mary, Heller, and Drummond out there on the Pat Merwin Realty lineup for Otto-Eldred. MerwinRealty.com. We'll get the Redbank Merwin Realty lineup for you here in a second. Drummond inside. Drummond, wild chop, but she fouled, and that's going to send her to the Tennessee Builder Supply free throw line. Foul is on Bowser.
That was
going
on
to be
Bowser.
her first. So Drummond to shoot a pair. The Tennessee Builder Supply free throw line, TennesseeBuilders.us. Hits the first one. So Bowser out there with Rearick, Edmonds, Harmon,
And Bond.
and Addie Bond is hitting both of those shots. Was Drummond. So just a 4-point lead for Redbank here. Bond, and there's Heller with the active hands, and then Sheeler ahead to Drummond, but she can't quite close it out on what would have been a nice Closest Lumber fast break opportunity for
That would have been,
Lady
the pass was
Terrors.
just a little bit too long.
So now Reinhardt's going to check in and Drummond's going to check back out. Sean Gray wants to switch Close and Reinhardt defensively here. Now actually get Heller on the low defensive position as they go to what looks like a 1-3-1 maybe, Jess.
It does look like a 1-3-1. Very
And
active
then
there.
Scheller with the steal. Scheller, oh, the rejection by Harmon. She said, get that out of here. And then quickly ahead go the Lady Bulldogs. And Rarick, the pass to Bowser. She's going to get one more for an old school three-point play opportunity. And that was a daddy's dish for Kaylin Rarick.
And I'll tell you what, that's exactly what Redbank does. It looks like Otto-Eldred is going to have a fast break opportunity. Bowser hustles, blocks the shot quickly, 2 passes. Now we're at the foul line for an and one.
Shot is up. That shot is no good. Redbank, though, the offensive board. Here's Harmon. Harmon all the way to the basket.
What a drive right there, Chris.
16-8. That was the second, by the way, on Heller. That foul. Here's Reinhardt. Reinhardt. Mary, three-pointer in the air. Bank it home with the Hamlin bank.
Banks are open.
Well, she didn't bank it off, but it's money in the bank. Any way you look at it for Anna Mary. And then on the other end.
That was Bond. Addie Bond drive into the hoop, Chris. Nice left-handed layup. And just when Otto-Eldred crawls back in, has a nice shot for a 3, Redbank comes.
Mary has it partially blocked, but Heller on the rebound. No good. Rebound tipped around and taken by who else? Miley Harmon.
I tell you what, I'm so impressed, Chris. She is all over the court today.
Harmon dishes to the corner to Bond. Her Hamlin bank 3 goes everything but down. And then taking it away is Brooklyn Edmonds.
It just seems right now, Chris, that Otto-Eldred just hasn't seen a team this aggressive and this active on the defensive end. They're always after that loose ball.
Huffman checking back into the game here for Redbank with those 2 fouls.
That's pretty interesting. Let's see if she can stay out of foul trouble. Maybe Otto-Eldred can take advantage of that.
She's going to trigger right now for Redbank. She gets it to Addie Bond, back to Huffman. Huffman to Izzy Bond, three-pointer in the air, no good, rebounded by Otto-Eldred. Here come the Lady Terrors. Sheeler, little floater in the air, no good, rebounded by Izzy Bond. Hoffman wants to run it ahead to Harmon. Harmon working on Mary. Mary got enough of that. Now we're going to get a hell ball here. And on the Pizza Hut possession arrow, it is Red Bank Valley basketball. Nobody out Pizza Hut, pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut, Brookville, Clarion, St. Mary's. Here's Harmon with the basketball. Harmon, little floater, doesn't get it to go. Rebound is batted into the hands of Sheeler. Sheeler wants to run. Sheeler flips it over and then through Brooke Close, and then nice little move there by referee Eddie Baumkrotz.
Boy, he's light on his feet over there, isn't he? Boy, I tell you what, though, you look at these passes that Otto is making. They're skip passes clear across the court, and it's hard to handle, but that's because Redbank is so active in that 2-3 zone.
Bond to Bond, inside to Harmon. Basket, that's a daddy's assist for Izzy Bond.
What a great pass by Izzy Bond, right down to Huffman. Huffman put her right in position to score.
Sean Gray wants another timeout. We'll take it with him. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 sports.com.
Are you looking for a great place in the northern tier to get custom signage, lettering, digital printing, graphics, vehicle wraps, or direct-to-garment apparel printing and embroidery? Then look no further than Cousins Designs in Duke Center, PA. At Cousins Designs, your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Find out more about Cousins Designs by calling them today at 814-966-3000. That's Cousins Designs in Duke Center at 814-966-3000. Are you looking for a loving, caring place to take care of your kids while you're at work? Broad Street Kids Incorporated in the heart of downtown New Bethlehem is a great place for you. At Broad Street Kids, they watch after kids from newborn to 3rd grade with everything from daily daycare 5 days a week to after-school programs. Broad Street Kids is currently offering open enrollment and is also enrolling for their summer program now. Call Broad Street Kids today at 814-457-5164 and like them on Facebook. That's Broad Street Kids in New Bethlehem.
Back here at Redbank Valley. After that, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout by Otto-Eldred. If your plumbing, heating, or air conditioning takes timeout, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning get you moving again. LutonsPlumbing.com.
Redbank staying with that 2-3, and why not? Has been incredibly effective so far in this game.
With the basketball in the corner, Reinhardt, two-pointer in the air, no good, rebounded by Izzy Bond. See, Bond, moments before that timeout, had one of those daddy's assists. You never have to worry about what you're getting when you dish it from daddy's, and then a three-pointer by Quinn White. That's another Hamlin bank, put it in the bank, three-pointer.
Who else is going to score for Redbank, Chris? They just keep coming at you, wave after wave after wave.
And then almost a steal, but Sheeler's got it for Otto. Three-pointer, and there's a foul on Redbank. I think it's going to be on Addie Bond, and that will send Annie Mary to the National Builder Supply free throw line for 3 shots here.
And you know, I'm watching Jason Huffman over there, you know, one of the assistant coaches for Redbank. He walks over and he says, Addie Bond, he just gives her 5. You don't want to take her aggressiveness away. Yeah, it wasn't a great foul. She gets 3 shots, Chris. But at the same time, their coaching staff says, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. You know, keep up that pressure because it's keeping Otto-Eldred off balance.
She hits the first 2 from the National Builder Supply free throw line. She will get a third here. Trying to build it back to a 9-point game. She hits all 3 of them like it was cold. It was like she was as cold as it was in Antarctica there.
She was. She went to the line. She did, and it didn't rattle around. Every shot was right in.
Oh, nice pass by Harmon to Huffman. Huffman has it partially blocked. Harmon there for the rebound and the putback.
You know, and what is so impressive, Chris, about Harmon is the fact that she doesn't hang around the 3-point line. She goes down in, she does the dirty work. She fights for the ball, rebounds, and loose balls, and comes up with shots all the time.
Brooke Close gives it off to Sheeler. And then Harmon steps in and steals it. Got a little overzealous with that over-the-shoulder pass. Stolen there by Mary, and then passed by Close inside, taken away by Huffman. Here comes Harmon. Harmon, all kinds of contact, no call, she'll score.
And a 30-second timeout by Coach Chris Edmonds.
We'll take it with them.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here after that 30-second timeout by Redbank Valley, 27-14 Redbank. 14-14 if you just took Miley Harmon. She's got 14 of the 27 for the Bulldogs.
And Chris, she is so impressive. I told you, she just doesn't hang out by the 3-point line. As soon as the shot goes up, she is weaving her way through the crowd, into the paint, getting loose balls, putting them back up, getting fouled, going to the line, doing all the little things to help Redbank stay ahead in this game.
Sheeler to Close, not a Mary. Mary, 3-pointer. Off the mark, out of bounds.
And it's just the pressure that Redbank is putting on it that is really disruptive to the Otto-Eldred offense.
Harmon with the basketball, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Mary. Watching Redbank, they're double A, Jess, but how far do you think they can go?
If they play the way they're playing today, Chris, I think that they have a very, very bright future. I think they can make a very deep run.
As Quinn White, the freshman, with another Hamlin bank, put it in the bank, 3-pointer. Now getting to the line will be Carrie Drummond. That foul is on Bonanno, her first. One thing Redbank does, they do foul a lot, Jess. They gotta.
Well, I tell you what, it's because they're very, very aggressive. I wouldn't, like I said about, Coach Jason Huffman the other, just a little bit ago. They want them to be aggressive, and I love that. You don't want them to foul, but you want them to be aggressive as they can be. Pull it back a little bit if it gets too much.
She hits both of them from the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line. Does Drummond.
And the girls for Redbank, they buy into that, Chris. They are very, very aggressive.
We may have a special, as that ball is thrown away, Jess, I want to let people know we may have a special guest at halftime.
We do. We're going to have newly minted 1,000-point scorer Aiden Hartle join us in the booth.
Aiden, North Clarion student. Here's Sheeler with it for Otto. Down to a minute and a half to go. Sheeler from Brookville misses the three, rebounded by Huffman. She gets it to Harmon. It's 2-on-1. Harmon! Oh!
What an incredible move, Chris. And I missed it on the camera. I wasn't fast enough. What a great move.
Here's Heller. Heller, strong, no good. Rebounded by Huffman. She wants to run it to Rarick. Rarick to Harmon. Harmon, pem fake, basket.
And that's exactly what this Redbank Valley team does. They do not care who scores. They get out.
It is 34-16 Bulldogs.
They don't care.
This is a one-loss Otto-Eldred team that they're just putting it to right now.
Absolutely. And look at your scoreboard, Chris. Who scored? You got Quinn White. You got Huffman. You've got Harmon.
And there's
how many people? There's another
by
steal.
Brooke Edmonds. She'll give it to Harmon, who will actually slow things down.
I'm telling you, pick your poison with this Redbank Valley girls team.
Harmon gets it across, but then Sheeler takes it away from her. Here comes Katie Sheeler the other way. Sheeler no good on the layup, rebounded by Drummond, and then I think she's fouled by Edmonds, and that should be a 1-and-1 here with 19.6. Not sure how our clock got that far. Should be a 1-and-1.
Yeah, I think they're facing 1-and-1, yes.
And it should put Drummond to the line for the 1-and-1 at the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line.
Otto-Eldred crowd wanted a foul when Sheeler was going to the basket. There was a lot of contact, but no foul called.
Drummond's shot is up and good. She'll get a second one from the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line, tenestabuilders.us. Second shot is also up and good. So down to 15 seconds here as Miley Harmon, picked up by Sheeler, gets it across the timeline. Oh, she carried it, yep. So now with 8.3, an opportunity for Otto, if they could get a basket, to get this back within 14 or 13, and that could be big going in.
It really could. Momentum is huge, Chris. It could be a big thing right here for Otto-Eldred.
Mary with it with one, close from deep down, no good, and the half comes to an end. Redbank Valley has themselves a half. They lead 34-18 at the break. We'll return after these messages. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10, sports.com.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Back here at halftime of this one, where it's all Redbank Valley right now, 34-18. It's time for the Potter County Family Campground halftime show. Open year-round and located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. Time for a special guest here. I've got with me Aiden Hartle of the North Clarion Wolves. Aiden scored his 1,000th career point last night, becoming the 14th boys player in North Clarion history to reach 1,000 career points. Congratulations, Aiden.
Thank you.
Just talk about what it means to you to get to 1,000 points. Both your parents are graduates of North Clarion. You've kind of been ingrained in North Clarion basketball your whole life. What does it mean to you to reach that milestone?
It was cool. There's plenty of guys up there on the wall, and all the names, I'm looking up to them, get to see them when I'm young. To be able to get out there and do the same thing they're doing and be recognized among them, it's very cool.
When you talk about some of those players, who's a guy that comes to mind that you remember watching when you were young?
Jeremy Schmader, for sure. He was crazy.
You had an opportunity where it looked like you could do it at home, and then the snow just wouldn't cooperate.
Yeah.
If you couldn't do it at home, going up to Marionville, not that far away from home, was that probably where your mom's the athletic director, Forest area, all that? Was that like maybe the second best option for you getting 1,000?
It was still cool. We were able, since it was so close, we were able to get fans out there. Everybody came out to support, so it was still very cool.
I heard the gym. My wife's the school nurse up there. She was running the concession stand last night. She said the gym was packed.
It was.
They had people on the stage, all of that. Was that kind of a neat atmosphere?
It was cool, especially, I know everybody from there. Obviously, you said, Mom's working there and stuff, so everybody knows everybody. It was just kind of a cool moment.
Talk about the hard work you've put in to become a 1,000-point scorer. It just doesn't happen, does it?
Right. From a freshman year, always being in the gym, you got to put in more time than just practice, So when nobody's watching, you're working, then you get to be able to achieve stuff like this.
You've had a couple of different coaches up there. Now you got Coach Brown, who is a legend down here at Redbank Valley. Was the coach football, coach boys basketball down here, won a district title down here. What's it been like playing for Coach Brown?
It's cool. He coached me baseball freshman year. That was the first time I had him, and now to be able to play under him this year, it's cool. He's a great guy.
Speaking of baseball, you've already signed to play at Clarion University.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about what made you make that decision.
It's number one, it's close to home. So still being able to do what you love and do it around who you love, be that close. It's very cool to still have them there and still be doing what I want to do.
You have a very close family. Your dad, Roddy, obviously is the principal down here at Redbank, was the athletic director for a while down here as well. Your sister, Ainsley, is playing a nice role for the girls team at North Clarion now. Obviously, your mom, very athletic family.
Yeah.
How important has sports been growing up?
Very. We do it every night, whether I got games or she's got games. Mom and dad are running us everywhere. So it's definitely a busy lifestyle, but we definitely enjoy it.
Well, Aiden, thanks for taking a few minutes to join us here on the Potter County Family Campground halftime show, and congratulations again on your 1,000 points.
Thank you.
That was Aiden Hartle, the North Clarion Wolves 1,000-point scorer, newest, and he's already 13th in school history as he's moved ahead of the 14th place player already, and has a chance legitimately to get a top 6 in school history, as he's only sitting like 30 or 40 points behind that. But again, Aiden, congratulations.
Thank you.
We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll have Coach Quinn's halftime adjustments. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Thank you.
I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Back here on the Potter County Family Campground halftime show, take a look at our rehab center statistics. The rehab center with 8 locations to serve you chiropractors caring for health. Locations including Clarion, Katanning, and Brookville. Miley Harmon has 18 of the 34 for Redbank Valley. Quinn White has 6 on a pair of Hamlin Bank 3-pointers. 4 points for Olivia Huffman, 2 for Riley Edmonds, Alyssa Bowser, and Addie Bond. Anna Mary leads the Otto-Eldred Lady Terrors with 9 points. She's hit a couple of Hamlin Bank 3-pointers. Carrie Drummond has 6, all from the Vanessa Butter Supply free throw line. Bree Heller with 2, and Katie Sheeler has been held to 1 lone free throw. It's now time for Jess's halftime adjustments, brought to you by All American Awards and Engraving, allamericanhq.com. They'll put almost anything on almost everything.
I really think, Chris, for Otto-Eldred, it is this simple. You have to get Sheeler involved. But the way that you got to do that is against this very, very active 2-3 zone that Redbank has been playing the whole first half. They've got to get it inside, and I'm not talking inside down low, inside just below the foul line, and then out to Sheeler, then out to Mary, who can make that shot. You can't keep skip passing the whole way because Redbank is so active. Redbank is so quick. While that ball's in the air, they're adjusting to defense. By the time the ball lands, there's not an open shot. So what they have to do, what Otto-Eldred has to do, is penetrate with a good pass, penetrate with a drive, and then kick it back out, kick it across for that elbow extended shot.
We get ready for the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Cousins Design, specializing in custom signage, lettering, digital printing, and graphics at Custom Designs. Your options are limitless, putting you on the cutting edge of quality custom logos and designs. Custom Designs in Eldred, cousinsdesigns.net. On the Pizza Hut possession arrow, it will be Otto-Eldred basketball. Nobody outpizzas the Hut. PizzaHut.com. I want to remind people today's game also being brought to you by Close's Lumber. For 50 years, the best place to get building supplies fast in the North Tier is Close's Lumber and Rowlett in Olean, because nothing in the North Tier beats getting your building supplies from Close's Lumber. Close's Lumber celebrating its 50th anniversary in 2023. There's a 3-pointer by Mary. No good. Sheeler the rebound. Sheeler dishes it to Mary, now here inside to Heller. She's going to get fouled.
Look by Alyssa Bowser right there.
That'll be the second foul on Bowser, first here of the second half.
And Chris, that's exactly what we just talked about. They have to get the ball into the paint to open up those outside shots.
Heller shot no good. This has been Otto's offense, Jess. They've made 2 shots the whole game. Everything else has come from the free throw. Like 2 3-pointers by Anna Mary. All the other points have come from the line.
You know, and that is due to the literally just the smothering 2-3 defense that they're playing, that Redbank Valley is putting on Otto-Eldred.
Here's Sheeler. Sheeler dribbling it, gets it out to Close. Close to Drummond, now to Mary. Mary goes inside to Heller. Heller, they're going to call her for the travel. She missed the shot anyhow. Hey, you know what? If you want to travel, you can travel to Warren County. Warren County Visitors Bureau, WCVB.net. And there's Sheeler with a steal. And Sheeler with the fast break layup. Her first basket of the game.
Well, I think Olivia Huffman wants that pass back, obviously. She just got a little bit tired, a little bit, not tired, but a little bit lazy with that pass, and Sheeler stepped right in front and took it.
Another active hands there by Heller.
And I'm looking at this defense. This defense looks like it's a little bit more aggressive for Otto-Eldred, Chris.
Hoffman's going to get fouled. It's going to count. She's going to get a chance for an old school 3-point play.
And I tell you what, that's what Redbank, you know, if they're not going to run and gun, they need to look to Olivia Huffman, you know, down low, maybe Bowser down low. But that was a great job by Huffman right there. Take just power to the hoop.
She hits the free throw, and it's now a 17-point lead, and that's third foul on Bree Heller.
And that's, you know, you're looking at not a very deep bench.
Close with the Hamlin bank, put it in the bank, 3-pointer.
That's a very nice shot. Again, it went inside to outside, and Otto-Eldred had an open shot there.
Harmon dishes it to Edmonds into the corner of the rear. Her Hamlin bank 3 is off the mark, rebounded by Drummond. Can Otto get any momentum here at all? They give it to Close. Close goes to Sheeler. Now, it should be mentioned that this is an Otto team that trailed in the state second round to Bishop Canavan, the WPIL champion, by 10 going to the fourth quarter last year. So, I'm not sure the game's over yet, Jess.
No, absolutely not. And the way that Otto-Eldred has come out in this third quarter right now is really, it looks like a different team. They're a little bit more aggressive than they were the whole first half.
Sheeler dishes it. 3-pointer on the way by Mary. She banks it in. She doesn't bank it in, but it's the Hamlin bank.
Absolutely. And that's what we're talking about. Sheeler drove to the middle of the lane.
And now Hoffman with a good answer on the other side.
Absolutely, Olivia Huffman.
That's a big answer for Redbank and Olivia Huffman.
Absolutely.
Because it had become an 11-point game there.
I tell you what, Chris, look at the middle of the paint right here. It's wide open.
Sheeler gives it off to Heller. Heller lays it up and in.
If you're at home watching the game, watch the middle of the paint. That's where Otto-Eldred has to get the ball, and when they do, they will score, just like they have the last 2 trips up the court.
And here's a steal by Drummond, and here comes Otto with a chance to make it a single-digit game. Sheeler, 3-pointer in the air, no good. Airballed it. Great rebound, though, by Mary. Gets it over to her in the corner. Sheeler looking it back. Sheeler around Harmon. Sheeler all the way to the hoop. It's a single-digit game.
I'm telling you, if I'm Coach Chris Edmonds, I want to maybe take a timeout just to get the kids, get the girls slow down a little bit here. Just to get things, it looked like Redbank came out in the second half, Chris, in this third quarter. It looks like they came out like they had a 20-point lead or so, and they didn't have to play the second half. They're going to have to start and pick it up like they did in the first half, Chris.
That's 4, though, on Bree Heller just now. Keep that. That's a massive issue for Otto-Eldred. So Heller's going to have to take a seat. Harmon missed the first free throw. She'll get a second one here from the Tionesta Builder Supply free throw line.
Redbank Valley needs to match the intensity so far by Otto-Eldred in his third quarter.
Missed that one, too. So she's missed 2, and now a chance to make it a 7 or a 6-point game. Mary with a basket. Here come the Terrors. They're down by just 7.
I tell you, Chris, this is where if I was Coach Edmonds, I'd be calling a timeout. Not to panic, just to settle things down.
Bond to Bonanno, back to Izzy Bond. Izzy Bond, ball is thrown away. I'm with you. The lack of a timeout here, Jess, is really kind of baffling, to be honest.
You know, they cut it. It's a 7-point lead right now, single digits when you had a good lead. And Redbank Valley just seems out of sorts right now. Not the confidence they had in the first half.
Sheeler, a long three-pointer. Oh my goodness. It's a 5-point game. It's a 4-point game.
Oh my goodness. And she was way out, Chris, for that. Way out. She's 3-4 feet beyond the arc.
Another turnover. Still no timeout from Chris Edmonds. Unbelievable. It was 16 at the break. It's 4 now, halfway through the third quarter.
And that's what I'm talking about. And not to panic, but just calm everything down, relax. Say, girls, let's go. We know what we need to do. We're just not focused right now.
Sheeler, another long three. That one is way too short. Now Hoffman looks ahead to Harmon. Harmon being picked up by Close. She'll lay it up and in. And now
Chris Edmonds takes that timeout. And it's a foul, Chris.
We'll take it with him. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. Back here after that Tionesta Builder Supply timeout. Now, keep this in mind. I'm looking over at the sideline and Anna Mary getting stretched out in like the hallway area leading back to the one locker room, and they already have Bree Heller on the bench. So as they're coming back, Lexi Prince has to enter the game here for Otto as they're down 2 starters right at this moment.
And that's going to be big for Otto, especially with this charge that they've made.
Here's Sheeler. Sheeler gives it off to Close.
Redbank Valley is now in a man-to-man defense.
Close drives and lays it up and in. 41-37. If you went away at halftime, shame on you.
Boy, I tell you what, the Lady Terrors have really come
And now
hard.
another turnover by Redbank Valley.
They have really turned it up. Turned up their intensity, turned up everything. It looks like a completely different team, Chris.
I told you, I mean, this is a team that was trailing by 10 going to the fourth quarter last year in a state second round game to a WPIL champion and didn't let it bother them.
You know, whatever Coach Gray said at halftime.
There's a travel on Prince. You too can travel when you go to Warren County. They've got Winterfest coming up in Warren County next weekend at the Chapman State Park.
That is a beautiful park up there, Chris. I love it.
I've never actually been to it, Jess.
Actually, I've only been there in the winter, actually.
Here's Hoffman. Hoffman lays it up and in.
And I tell you what, that was a good timeout by Coach Edmonds, you know, getting his girls settled down, pounding the ball back inside to Huffman.
Sheeler with the basketball. Now it's tip, but Sheeler gets it back. Sheeler now drive on Huffman. Sheeler lays it up and in. Sheeler, after being shut out from the basket standpoint, has 9 in this third quarter, 10 in the game.
And you just can't fall asleep on this Otto-Eldred team. They have come out in this third quarter ready to really play hard.
Hoffman shot no good, rebounded hung by Bonanno, and now we're going to get a jump ball, and on the pizza possession arrow it is, or Redbank Valley basketball, and good news for the Lady Terrors. Anna Mary checking back in. So it might have just been a cramp there.
That's what it looked like, Chris, from here, from my angle. It looked like they were stretching out a cramp.
So Huffman to Trigger. Triggers it to Addie Bond. Harmon will set it up. Harmon dribbling. Continues to dribble, goes inside to Hoffman, back out to Harmon. Harmon drives, Harmon floater, good.
Tell you what, what a great two-man play right there. Into Huffman, back out to Harmon. Harmon with the drive and the score.
Here's Sheeler. Sheeler drives. Sheeler's going to get fouled. It's going to be on the floor. Now, who's it on? It's on, I think, Bonanno. It is. That's her second. So Brooklyn Edmonds will check in. Bonanno will check out for Redbank. Sheeler gets it to Reinhardt. Reinhardt out to Mary. Mary back to Sheeler. Sheeler long three, partially blocked by Addie Bond. Rebound. Here comes Harmon. Harmon, nice move, basket.
I tell you what, and Olivia Huffman, who threw that long pass, didn't even cross half court. She just stayed on this side. Knew Harmon was going to lay that one in.
Back to an 8-point lead for Redbank. Their 16-point halftime lead had been cut to 4. Back up to 8 here with under a minute to play in the Cousins Design third quarter. Drummond gives it back off to Mary. Mary drives the whole way to the basket. Basket off the glass.
What a great drive there, Chris. Lots of contact. No foul call. I like to see that, but she powered right through it and up and in.
So Harmon with the basketball with 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Gets it to Addie Bond. Addie Bond, three-pointer on the way. Oh, you can put that in the bank. Hamlin Bank, three-pointer for Addie Bond.
I almost said, there's a freshman taking a shot when you don't need it, but Chris, she nailed it.
Back to a 9-point lead, and now we've got another foul on Redbank. I think it's on Hoffman. She doesn't like it.
It is. That's a player control foul. There was a girl setting a screen, and she ran right through it.
That's her third. 13.8 to go here. Big possession here for Otto. They had it down to 4. It's back to 9. They'd like to get it 7 or 6 going into the fourth quarter, I think.
I think so, Chris. This is huge.
Three-pointer by Reinhardt. Oh, she buries it.
At the buzzer. And we have a game, Chris. Back to a 6-point lead only for Redbank Valley.
We'll be back after these messages. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us and rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Back here as we head to the fourth quarter on the
Pizza Hut possession
arrow. It's Otto-Eldred basketball trailing by just 6 now after being down 16 at the half. Close to Sheeler. Sheeler thought about it. Now she's going to go in. Now she's going to be fouled. And she's going to go to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
Was that foul on Izzy Bond, maybe?
It is.
I tell you what, Chris, this is really the game that we thought we would see. We anticipated that we would see. Otto-Eldred being down by 14, 16 and a half has roared back into this game. Right now it's a 6-point game with Sheeler at the line for the second shot. And she hits it.
Closest Lumber fourth quarter. Closest Lumber celebrating its 50th anniversary. Rowlett and Ole in New York. Here's Huffman short on it. Edmonds, though, the rebound. Gets it off to Harmon. Harmon ran into her own player, and then Reinhardt was stepped out of bounds as she got the ball, but oh no,
they're giving it, yeah. I thought she was out of bounds too, Chris.
So now Heller back into the game with the 4 fouls at the 7:25 mark.
I tell you what,
maybe a little offense-defense going on here.
I was just going to say, I really think, you're looking at Coach Gray, and he's going offense-defense here. That's a big risk, though, playing that early with those 4 fouls. But again, she can't help you on the.
Sheeler, block shot by Huffman. She goes ahead to Rearick. Rearick
gets fouled.
I think that might have been on Sheeler. It is. No, it's on, I think, Close.
Yes, I think it was Brooke Close, number 3.
It is on Close. And that'll send Kaylin Rearick to the Tenesta Butter Supply free throw line, looking to get herself onto the scoreboard. Misses the first one, though.
And that's very rare for her, not only to miss a foul shot, but not to be on the scoreboard so far.
Second one coming up for Rearick. Misses that one, too. Rebound tracked down by Mary.
Very uncharacteristic for Kaylin Rearick right there.
With the basketball is Mary. Hands it off to Heller. Heller gives it to Close. Close wants a long 3. Oh! Put it in the bank.
It's a 2-point game, Chris. Wow.
Here's Harmon with it. We'll see how Redbank now reacts. They thought they had this one in the bank at halftime. Otto had different had different ideas. Here's Harmon, though, along the baseline, lays it up and in.
Again, there's the 2-man game right there, Chris, between Olivia Huffman and Harmon right there. Incredibly done well. Pass back and forth, set a screen. Harmon drives the lane and scores.
Sheeler gives it off to Close. She thought about the 3, doesn't take it. And now we're going to get a timeout. It's going to be a 30. We're going to take it with them. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
At Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, we believe banking should be the way it has been since we first opened our doors over 150 years ago. That means a focus on old-fashioned customer service with a friendly smile by people who know you by name. At Hamlin Bank and Trust, we offer a variety of financial and trust services to help you on a personal and professional level. Check us out online at hamlinbank.com or stop in at one of our locations in Smethport, Mount Jewett, Kane, Bradford, Eldred, or Olean, New York. Hamlin Bank and Trust Company, the bank that takes care of its customers.
Back here at Redbank Valley High School after that, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout by Otto-Eldred. They've got 2 left. Possession arrow to Redbank. They've got 4 timeouts left. 6:01 to play. 4-point game. Lady Terrors were down as many as 18, I do believe, late in that first half.
And I tell you what, Lady Terrors have really, really come back in this one. Like I said, it looks like a completely different team, confident and everything.
Drummond along the baseline, got herself trapped, tried to throw it out. Addie Bond with the steal. Addie Bond all the way, and then Sheeler blocked it. There's a freshman who will learn to give that ball up at some point.
And she will. But I don't mind that, Chris. She took it down. They still have a possession in here, but she is aggressive to the hoop. I really like her as a young player. But you're right. She'll learn to give that ball up.
Here's Huffman. Huffman back to Harmon. Back into Huffman. Huffman lays it up and in.
I tell you what a strong move by Olivia Huffman. One power dribble, up and in. Very nicely done by that young lady.
She's got 11 in the second half. Big reason Redbank still has the lead. And now Heller loses the basketball. Harmon picks it up. She wants to run on Sheeler. Oh, 360 spin!
And gets it to lay in. What a move by Riley Harmon. Absolutely.
You too can drive the lane with a great used vehicle from Framborelli Sales and Service. Other way, a lot of contact, no foul call. And then a throw that goes a little too far for Redbank Valley.
And Coach Edmonds is looking down. I think Rearick threw that one. Just a little too much mustard on that one.
Back to an 8-point game. It had gotten to 2.
It had gotten to 2, and then it's
Quick 6-0 run here by Redbank.
And that's what they do. They'll come down. They play great defense. They get out and run and run and run.
Close to Sheeler, back to Close. Close, drive, Close, gets herself trapped, gets it out to Drummond. Now to Sheeler. Skips it across to Mary. Now Reinhardt, three-pointer, in and out, no good, rebounded by Huffman. Harmon trying to restore a double-digit lead for Redbank. Back to Izzy Bond, three-pointer in the air, no good. Rebound on the ground and one there by Drummond, who gives it to Mary, who now gives it to Sheeler.
4 minutes left, Chris. Otto down by 6.
Reinhardt inside to Mary. Mary, tough shot.
And I tell you what a great shot that was, Chris, because there was very, very good defense by Huffman and Bond.
Harmon with the basketball. Harmon gives it off to Rearick. Rearick to Hoffman, now to Edmonds. Edmonds shot. Does everything but go in, but Izzy Baum with a great rebound, gets it out to Harmon, and her three doesn't go. Rebounded by Close.
I really like that possession. It didn't, end up with any points for Redbank, but I really like that possession.
Mary, three-pointer in the air. It's another put it in the bank. Hamlin Bank, three-pointer for Anna Mary.
Wow, somebody's going to have to get a hand in her face, Chris. She is on fire.
Back to a three-point game, 56-53. Harmon has the ball stolen. Here's Sheeler. Sheeler working on Harmon. Sheeler puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Drummond. Drummond no good on the putback. And then Bond's going to get fouled from behind. Massive missed opportunity there for Otto-Eldred.
They could have cut this lead to 1, Chris. That was a huge opportunity for Otto-Eldred. Was that Sheeler's first?
It would be Sheeler's first. So I was looking at the Merwin lineups, Quinn White, Olivia Huffman, Izzy Bond, Miley Harmon, and Addie Bond for Redbank. Mary, Sheeler, Heller, Drummond, and Close for Otto-Eldred. MerwinRealty.com. Inside to Huffman. She's able to corral it. She's going to get fouled. She's going to go to the Canesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair. And Redbank hasn't been great from the line tonight.
No, they haven't been, but I still think for Coach Edmonds, this is what you've got to do. You've got to use Olivia Huffman down low. Otto-Eldred really doesn't have an answer for her. Plus, you're looking at Bree Heller with 4 fouls. You've got to take it inside every trip down the court to Olivia Huffman.
She misses the first, though. Here's the second one. There was a lane violation there that wasn't called, Jess.
There was. This is a very, very good crew. I'm surprised it wasn't picked up.
Yeah, they missed that as Addie Bond was in the lane. Hoffman makes the shot. It's 57-53. Three-pointer by Brooke Close. Way off the mark, but there's Carrie Drummond, and she's going to get fouled.
Drummond going to the line here,
That's
Chris.
on Huffman. That's her fourth. Drummond, though, misses the free throw.
I tell you what, I like Chris Emmons leaving Olivia Huffman in. She has a very high basketball IQ. She's a very good player. She's smart enough to stay in with that fourth foul. He doesn't have anybody subbing in. Plus, they're also aggressive on defense with her 4 other teammates. So I think that's a good call at this point.
Drummond's second one goes down. Back to a three-point game. Redbank led by 16 at half. Otto's gotten it as close as 2, but hasn't been able to get over the hump. Here's Harmon. Harmon all the way. Doesn't get it to go, but it's knocked out of bounds by
Otto-Eldred. That stays with Redbank Valley basketball.
So Edmonds will replace White here. 2:05 to play. Bond to Hoffman, great pass, great layup. That's a daddy's dish for Bond.
And that's exactly why you keep Olivia Huffman. And even though she has 4 fouls, you use her offensively right now and put a hurting on.
Sheeler from downtown.
Those are the volleyball line, Chris.
Ooh, baby.
That reminded me of Bree Garzel a couple years ago from Port Allegheny. Holy
She hit
cow.
that one from Duke Center. It's a 2-point game, and now a foul with 1:34 to go on Otto-Eldred.
She was not afraid to pull that trigger, Chris. She was on the white line of the volleyball court. Holy smokes.
Don't go anywhere, folks.
Folks, you better stay tuned.
This is coming down to the wire. 59-57 Redbank into Hoffman. Hoffman back out to Harmon. Harmon thought about the shot, pulls it down. Harmon dribbling, goes into Hoffman. Hoffman, turnaround, no good. Rebound is going to go to Otto-Eldred.
Could tie or take the lead on this possession, Chris.
They have, I don't believe, ever led in this game.
I was just going to say that. I don't think they have, Chris.
And now we're going to get a full timeout by Otto-Eldred. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back after these messages.
Buying or selling a home? Since 1988, Pat Merwin Realty in New Bethlehem has been firmly and sincerely committed to providing our customers with a pleasant and satisfying experience. Our firm belief is that a buyer or seller of a home should never be in the dark. Therefore, we will take it upon ourselves to ease that frustration that can go with buying or selling a home. Our goal is to showcase our customers. Serving Clarion and Armstrong counties, Pat Merwin Realty can be found online at merwinrealty.com or call us today at 814-275-2497. Remember, at Pat Merwin Realty, the key to your home is our integrity.
Just like your team builds upon its success, Closest Lumber Company with locations in Olean, New York and Rowlett, Pennsylvania can help you build the home of your dreams. Closest Lumber, proudly celebrating its 50th anniversary, has everything you need to build and remodel your home, including building materials and supplies, lawn and garden accessories, and more. Stop into one of our locations to get some inspiration and work out the details of your next project. They also have an online showroom you can visit anytime at closestlumber.com. Closest Lumber, your hometown home improvement center since 1973.
Minute 15 to go, 2-point game. I do believe Otto has 1 timeout left. Redbank with 4. Possession arrow is Lady Bulldogs right now. Ball is Otto-Eldred's after that Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout. Brooke Close will have it. Chance to tie or take the lead for Otto.
And look what Redbank has done. They went right back to the 2-3 that they had a lot of success with in the first half, Chris.
Schiller into the corner to Mary. Mary to Heller. Heller lays it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, gets it back to Close for the lead. She's done it!
Otto-Eldred's first lead of the game.
Holy cow, they've erased a 16-point halftime deficit. They're up by 1. How does Redbank respond?
Got to go to Olivia Huffman.
Edmonds tracks it down, and now we're going to get a timeout by Redbank with 40 seconds to play.
You want to talk about a key timeout because she was very, very close to traveling when she went down to get that basketball, Chris.
Jess, we're going to leave it here. What are you doing if you're Chris Edmonds right now? What are you telling your team in the huddle?
What I'm saying right now is pound it inside to Olivia Huffman, and to be honest, they are faster. They're more aggressive on defense. I would actually come up and like a half-court trap right here if I'm Chris Edmonds. I would put as much pressure on Otto as I could put on them, because other than Sheeler, you don't have a whole lot of like smooth ball handlers, Chris. That's what I would do if I was Edmonds. I'd pound it inside to Olivia, get the possession and put as much pressure on them, get the lead, 1-point lead, and then put the pressure on them.
And what if you're Sean Gray right now?
I would keep it what you're doing, okay? They went to the 2-3. Redbank Valley went back to the 2-3. Focus on getting the ball into the paint and then back out, because right now your outside shooters are on fire. Anna Mary, Sheila, Close. Work it in, kick it back out. But they've got it. They can't let Redbank take a lot of time off the clock here. They've got to put pressure.
So Redbank the inbound. They'll have Addie Bond out there with Harmon, Rearick, Huffman, and Edmonds. They get it to Rearick. She goes back to Addie Bond. The freshman dribbling. Looking with 34, gets it to Harmon. Harmon wants to attack. Harmon's fouled! She makes it!
That is a huge, huge bucket there, Chris.
Foul is on Brooke Close. Harmon to shoot one. She hasn't been great at the line, though. But this time, it's nothing but the bottom of the net, and Redbank wants another timeout. This one's a 30-second. We'll once again keep it here. Now it's on the foot's on the other shoe. What do you do if you're Otto-Eldred?
If you're Otto-Eldred, you've got to set up for some kind of pressure that Coach Edmonds is going to have on you. You've got to still, I think their game plan has been solid this whole second half. You work it in to work it out. Work it into the paint. If you have the shot, take it. If not, kick it back out for an open three, maybe to take the lead again with 30.1 seconds left.
So how much time before you go if you're Otto-Eldred?
Boy, I tell you what, Chris, I don't hold it till the end. You're down two, you're in, a hostile environment, you're on the road. I come in and I take the shot that I get and I try to play tough defense because you have outplayed Redbank in this second half. And I would take my chances doing that.
Redbank's not going to go full court. It looked
No.
like Otto thought they would.
They would, I'm telling you. If I was Coach Gray, that's what I would have done, Chris.
Here's Sheeler, 24 to play. Sheeler to Drummond, back to Sheeler with 20. Now into the hands of Mary. Back to Sheeler with 17. Sheeler with 13, and now we're going to get a timeout by Sean Gray with 12.6. It's his final one with 12.6 to go.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got to draw something up here to get the ball to the inside. The middle of the court, the middle of the paint, Chris, is wide open. Redbank is so aggressive. They're really, really high up, but they're leaving that middle of the court wide open.
12.6 to go. Once again, possession arrow in favor of Redbank. Otto-Eldred out of timeouts now.
This is it, 12.6 seconds.
Do you look to get it to your best player, Sheeler, here, or do you look to get it to the hot hand, Anna Mary?
I go hot hand. I use Sheeler as almost a decoy, like she's going to take it, try to draw the double team, kick it to Mary, who's got the hot hand, and take your chances with that, Chris.
Jess, at halftime, we didn't think we'd be here, but man, this is everything you could ask for.
I tell you what, for anybody that wants to see a great basketball game, I don't care, girls, boys, this is an early gift. This is playoff atmosphere. This looks like a championship game right here, Chris. This is fantastic.
I do want to remind people, don't necessarily worry about the clock on the broadcast being off. It is not the official time. So close to trigger. She gets it to Mary with 10. Mary has it stolen by Harmon. And then there's a foul by Sheeler with 4.5.
Wow, and that's going to put Miley Harmon at the line to close this one out. 4.5 seconds left, Chris.
Harmon to shoot a 1-and-1. Again, Otto does not have any timeouts left. 2 shots and the game's over. 1, and Otto still has a shot.
They still have a shot. She's got to hit both. But I tell you what, that last shot that she took from the line was money.
And this one rolls on in. This one would put it away for Redbank.
There it is.
Sheeler from half court doesn't go. That'll do it. Redbank holds on. 64-60. Heck of a comeback effort by Otto-Eldred in the second half. Comes up just short. They had erased it completely, but then Miley Harmon takes over at the end.
Miley Harmon took over at the end, Chris, and I tell you what, you've got to tip your cap to that Otto-Eldred Lady Terror basketball team to come back on the road down by 16 at half, and then to make this in a game and have a chance to even win it. I can't say enough about that team.
Jess, we'll be back with our player of the game after these messages.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Back here at Redbank Valley High School, where the Lady Bulldogs build a 16-point halftime lead and then have to rally for a 64-60 win. It's time for the Potter County Family Campground postgame show. Potter County Family Campground, where you can camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins. They have a camping experience for you, open year-round, and located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. Time to name our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, the AlleghenyGrill.com. You're looking at her, Miley Harmon. We're trying to figure out whether it was 31 or 33. We said, Miley, it doesn't really matter which one it is. What matters to you most is you guys got the win.
Definitely.
Talk a little bit about it. You guys were up big at halftime, really had things going. They came at you like a championship team probably will. What did you guys learn in that second half about your team?
We pretty much just learned, we come out with intensity every game, and we kind of lacked off when we came out of the locker room the second half. So we were just trying to get ourselves fired up. We've been struggling with that all season, though. We're a team that comes out hard in the beginning, so we just had to get that energy back up in the second half, and we eventually did at the end.
They take a 60-59 lead on you. Coach Edmonds calls timeout. What's the message at that point in time for you guys?
We were just trying to tell each other, calm down. It was like 50 seconds left or something, keep it slow. We didn't really need to push it up the court, one shot. Just try to get a good look and not force anything.
They got it to you. You get it to the basket. You get the basket and the foul. You'd been struggling from the free throw line, but you sure the heck didn't struggle when it mattered the most.
No, I feel like I'm pretty good under pressure. I mean, those were the points that mattered most in the game. I know I had about 30, but, those two free throws really locked it in, and that's when I just had to focus the most.
And then talk about the defensive effort at the end. They've got the ball down to, that Anna Mary's the hot hand. What were you guys trying to do defensively there?
We've been kind of like a team that stays back in a 2-3, but we just know we had to get pressure because they were all shooting deep, back NBA range. So we had to get ball pressure with no fouls. I think they only had about 4 fouls, but still we didn't want to get them into any one-on-one chances. So we had to get a bunch of ball pressure.
How much fun was today?
The most fun I've had in a while.
How does this prepare you guys for the playoffs?
We haven't had much competition all year, so this was definitely a good confidence booster for us. We needed a game like this, against a hard team, and I'll give it to Otto-Eldred. They battled back very well. So this is going to get us. These are the teams we're going to see if we want to make a run at state playoffs. So.
Well, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on being our Allegheny Girl of Foxburg player of the game. Folks, we'll be back to wrap this one up. Once again, Redbank 64, Otto-Eldred 60. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Back here at Redbank Valley High School, where the Lady Bulldogs hang on for a 64-60 win. They were up 34-18 at halftime. They trailed 60-59. They win 64-60, Jess.
I tell you what, I'm looking at the team, and I told you in halftime, Chris, that I was really, really impressed the way that Redbank came out and took control of that first half. But I am equally impressed with Otto-Eldred and the way they came out and played in the second half. I tell you what, you can't ask. I know that we were talking to Miley Harmon there just a little bit ago, but we're talking about playoff readiness. Each of these teams really needed a game like this, and it's unfortunate that Otto-Eldred had to, that you had to have a loser in this one, because boy did they come out and just give it an incredible effort in the second half. But I'll tell you what, this is going to bode well for them for the future in their playoff run, as it will Redbank Valley, who, to be honest, Chris, hasn't really been pushed this year, in a close game like that. So how did they respond? They responded with Olivia Huffman and Miley Harmon, their two top scorers.
Taking a look at our Rehab Center final statistics, the Rehab Center with 8 locations to serve you, including in New Bethlehem, Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning. The Rehab Center chiropractors caring for health, rehabcenters.com, Old English spelling of centers, RES. Leading the way, Miley Harmon with 33 points, Jess Gwynn. Olivia Huffman had 16 for Redbank Valley. 21 for Anna Mary. 16 for Katie Sheeler, including 15 in the second half, and 11 for Brooke Close.
And I'm looking at Sheeler. If she would have been able to get on track, I think, earlier in the basketball game. But again, it was the pressure defense that Redbank Valley put on them in the first half that she really couldn't get on track. She did in the second half, which is, like I said, I got to tip my cap to that young lady and that Otto-Eldred team. But, you look at Miley Harmon. I tell you what, Harmon, she impressed me, Chris. It wasn't that she's out cherry picking. It wasn't that she's just sitting at the three-point line shooting threes. She was doing it all. She was rebounding. She was active getting steals. She was everywhere for this Redbank team, and they all respond to her.
Well, Jess, this was a lot of fun.
Oh, it was great fun on a Saturday afternoon. Wow.
Well, folks, that'll do it for us here from Redbank Valley High School, where once again it was the Lady Bulldogs 64, the Otto-Eldred Lady Terrors 60. We'll have some games for you next week. I know Brian and Andy both have games coming up on Monday probably, and then we'll have some other games for you as well. For Jess Quinn, this is Chris Rossetti saying good night.